Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Journey with Vijay Kumar Srivastav. Today we are going to study the topic Rural Development in India. Before presentation, little brief about myself. I am Vijay Kumar Srivastav. I have done MS Agriculture with a specialization in agronomy from GB Pant University of Agriculture and Technology, Pantnagar in 1996 and presently associated with seed industry. So let's move to the presentation. First introduction about rural development. Rural development is a process that aims at improving the living standards of people living in the rural areas. Rural development may be defined as overall development of rural areas to improve the quality of life of rural people. It is an integrated process which includes social, economical, political, and spiritual development of the poorer sections of the society. As per United Nations, the definition of rural development is a process of change by which the efforts of the people themselves are united, those of government authorities to improve their economic, social and cultural conditions of communities into the life of the nation and to enable them to contribute fully to national program. Rural development is also characterized by its emphasis on locally produced economic development strategies in contrast to urban regions which have many similarities. Rural areas are highly distinctive from one another. For this reason, there are a large variety of rural development approaches used globally. Rural development is a comprehensive term. It essentially focuses on action for the development of areas outside the mainstream urban economic system. We should think of what type of rural development is needed because modernization of villages leads to urbanization and village environment disappears. Now approaches to development. Rural development actions are intended to further the social and economic development of rural communities. Rural development programs were historically top-down approaches from local or regional authorities, regional development agencies, non-government organizations NGOs, national government programs, or international development organizations. However, a critical organization gap identified during the late 1960s, reflecting on the disjunction between national organizations and rural communities, led to a great focus on community participation in rural development agendas. Rural development aims at finding ways to improve rural lives with participation of rural people themselves so as to meet the required need of the rural communities. The outsider may not understand the setting, culture, language, and other things prevalent in the local area. As such, rural people themselves have to participate in their sustainable rural development. In developing countries like Nepal, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, China, integrated development approaches are being followed up. As approaches are concerned, many approaches and ideas have been developed and implemented, like first one bottom up approaches, second PRA participatory rural appraisal approaches, third RRA rapid rural appraisal approaches, fourth working with people approach, and fifth new rural reconstruction movement, etc. The new rural reconstruction movement in China has been actively promoting rural development through their ecological farming projects. Now to study about a scope of rural development. Rural development is a dynamic process which is mainly concerned with the rural areas, which includes agricultural growth, putting up of economic and social infrastructure. Fair wages is also housing and house sites for the landless, village planning, public health development, education and functional literacy, and communication, etc. Now, importance of rural development. Rural development is a national necessity and has considerable importance in India because of the reasons. Like first one, about 3/4 of India's population live in rural areas. Thus, rural development is needed to develop nation as whole. Second, nearly half of the country's national income is derived from agriculture, which is major occupation of rural India. Third, around 70% of Indian population gets employment through agriculture. Fourth, bulk of raw materials for industries come from agriculture and rural sector. Fifth, increase in industrial population can be justified only in rural population's motivation and increasing the purchasing power to buy industrial goods. And sixth, growing disparity between the urban elite and rural poor can lead to political instability. So, because of these factors, there is great importance of rural development. Now, to go through objectives of the Rural Development Program. The main objective of the Rural Development Program is to raise the economic and social level of the rural people. However, the specific objectives can be defined in many ways, like first, development of rural area as a whole in terms of culture, society, economy, technology and health. Second, to develop farm, public service and village community. Third, to bring improvement in producing crops and animals' living conditions. Fourth, to develop living standards of rural life. Fifth, to develop rural youth, children and women. Sixth, development and empowerment of human resource of rural area in terms of their psychology, skills, knowledge, attitude and other abilities. Seventh, infrastructure development facilities in rural areas. Eighth, to provide minimum facility to rural mass in terms of drinking water, education, transport, electricity and communication. And ninth, developing rural institutions like cooperatives, post offices, panchayats, banking and credit facilities. 10th, to provide financial assistance to develop the artisans in the rural areas, farmers and agrarian unskilled labor, small and big rural entrepreneurs to improve their economy. 11th, to develop rural industries through the development of handicrafts, small scale industries, village industries, rural crafts, cottage industries and other related economic operations in the rural sector. 12th, development of agriculture, animal husbandry and other agriculture related areas. 13th, to restore uncultivated land, provide irrigation facilities and motivate farmers for adoption of improved seed, fertilizers, package of practices of crop cultivation and soil conservation methods. 14th, to develop entertainment and recreational facilities for rural life. 15th, to develop leadership quality of rural area. 16th, to improve rural marketing facility. 17th, to minimize gap between the urban and rural in terms of facilities availed. 18th, to improve rural people participation in the development of state and nation as a whole. 19th, to improve scopes of employment for rural mass for the sustainable development of the rural area. 20th, to eliminate rural poverty. And 21st, to solve the problems faced by the rural mass for their development. And 22nd, sustainable development of rural areas. Now, to go through problems in rural development. There are various types of problems about which we will study here. Like first one is people related problems, which can be described as first one, traditional approach or traditional way of thinking that is needed to be changed. Second, poor understanding about new initiatives. Third, problem to understand developmental efforts and new technology. Fourth, deprived psychology and scientific orientations. Fifth, lack of confidence for new initiatives. And sixth, poor awareness level. Seventh, low level of education. Eighth, existence of unfelt needs. And ninth, personal ego problems or coordination issues at rural level. So these factors are working as a barrier for the rural development. So some initiatives should be taken for our awareness programs and taking the approaches for the development. Next problem is agriculture related problems, which can be defined as first one, lack of expected knowledge, skills, attitude and awareness. Second, on time unavailability of inputs. Third, poor marketing facilities in rural areas. Fourth, insufficient extension staff and services available to the rural people. And fifth, multi-dimensional tasks to extensional personnel, so they are not specific to the specific objectives. Sixth, a small land holding size of the farmers. Seven, division of lands. Eighth, unwillingness of youth to work and stay in rural areas. Third problem is infrastructure related problems, among which first one is poor infra for water supply. Second, poor electricity. Third, poor transport facilities in rural areas. Fourth, poor educational institutions. Fifth, lack of communication channels available. Sixth, lack of health facilities. And seventh, inadequate storage facilities for agriculture products. After that, fourth problem, economic problems. Like first one, unfavorable economic conditions of farmers to adopt high cost technologies. And second, high cost of inputs. And third, underprivileged rural industries. Fifth problem is social and cultural problems, which includes culture and traditions prevailing in rural areas. And second, conflicts between groups, castes, regions, religions and languages. Sixth problem is leadership problems, like inactive and incompetent people as a leader and malified interest of leaders who are not dedicated for the actual development, but they are looking for the personal interests. And third, biased political interest. Seventh problem is administrative problems, like first one, improper approach for rural development process. Second, political interest. Third, lack of motivation and interest. Fourth, unwillingness to work in rural areas. And fifth, improper utilization of budget. Now we will study about rural development strategies. There are various strategies which are needed for the development at grassroots level, like providing MSP, minimum support price, to farmers for their agriculture produce, providing life insurance and crop insurance facilities for farmers performing agriculture, developing irrigation facilities. Government should provide free of cost all required inputs like quality seeds, fertilizers and pesticides etc. to farmers instead of cash. Government should provide loan facility to farmers for purchasing tractors, electric motor water pumps, mechanical tools, implements etc. on subsidy. Electricity for farmers should be supplied on subsidy rates. And in the event of monsoon failures and crop failure due to floods etc., government must come to the rescue to the farmers. As there are no other activities except agriculture in rural areas, government must provide loan facility to the interested educated youths for starting startups to reduce unemployment. Strengthen and develop existing agricultural markets in addition to the establishing new agricultural markets. Establish and develop agriculture godown facilities, agricultural research, extension of rural education, and training programs for farmers' infrastructure building activities related to the growth of irrigation, transport, communication, and health facilities. Emphasis on programs to improve agriculture production and marketing should be given. Farmers should have updated information on policies related to land tenure, agriculture output, prices, and new technologies. Frequent waiving of agriculture loans for political mileage is not good for the economy as it gives wrong signals to those farmers who repay their agriculture loan promptly. Here to discuss innovative ideas for rural development in India. The ideas can be described as first one, utilization of local resources available like water resources, rivers and tanks nearby villages to be used efficiently, constructing new reservoirs, bunds and canals, and any natural reservoirs like mines for iron, coal and granites are there. They should be excavated so that local population can be provided employment. Second is establishment of rural industries like first one agro-based industries which includes sugar industry, jaggery, oil processing from oil seeds, pickle industry, fruit juices industry, spices and dairy products in rural areas. After that, forest-based industry development like wood products, bamboo products, honey, coir industry, making eating plates from leaves, other rural based industries. After that, mineral based industries like stone crushing, cement industries, red oxide making factories, wall coating powders, etc. After the development of textile industries like spinning, weaving, coloring and bleaching. Then engineering and services like tractors and pump sets repair shops, a small and medium sized industries to produce agriculture machinery, equipments for the use of rural areas. Then development of handicrafts industries which includes making of wooden or bamboo handicrafts that are local to that area and traditional decorative products, toys and other forms of handicrafts. Then fourth is services like there are wide range of services including agriculture machinery servicing, these mobile repair shops and others. After that, new startups like entrepreneurial ventures which includes agriculture, supply chain, trading in agriculture produce, processing agriculture products, fisheries, rural microfinance, rural health, etc. Then computer and internet services development in rural areas like providing computer training and repairing services, internet based businesses like e-commerce, rail and bus ticket bookings, digital marketing agencies, social media marketing, etc. Then encourage rural entrepreneurship. There are three types of entrepreneurship like first one individual entrepreneurship which is basically single ownership of the enterprise. Second is group entrepreneurship. It mainly covers partnership, private limited company and public limited companies. And third is cluster formation entrepreneurships like NGO and self-help groups, etc. The basic principles of entrepreneur applied to the rural development are first one optimum utilization of local resources in an entrepreneurial venture by rural population which will result in better distribution of the farm produce resulting in the rural prosperity. Second, entrepreneurial occupation for rural population to reduce discrimination and providing alternative occupations is against the rural migration to cities. To activate, there is need of systems to provide manpower, money, material, machinery, management and market to the rural population. There are various government schemes for rural entrepreneurship in India, like first one, Entrepreneurship Development Institutional Scheme, second, Rajiv Gandhi Udyami Mitra Yojana, third, Performance and Credit Rating Scheme, fourth, Product Development, Design Interventions and Packaging, fifth, Khadi Karigar Jansri Bima Yojana for Khadi artisans, next, Marketing Assistance Scheme and provision of urban amenities to rural areas. There are various rural entrepreneurship development initiatives, like first, a special training programs for rural entrepreneurs in particular and in general for rural populations should be arranged by the government to improve their knowledge and vocational skills. Rural youth need to be motivated to take up entrepreneurship as a career with training and sustaining support systems providing all necessary assistance. Finance for modernization should be there. Sufficient finance must be given to modernize their outdated technology, tools, and implements in order to enable them to compete with the large scale industries. Rural entrepreneurs should be more competitive and efficient in the local and international market. Successful rural entrepreneurs should show path for other rural entrepreneurs. Several schemes and plans of government should be strongly executed at different levels for the encouragement of rural entrepreneurs. Interest-free consumption credit should be provided by the government, banks, and other financial institutions to encourage buying the products produced by rural entrepreneurs. Agriculture diversification by exploring the opportunities by farming completely a new range of grains, fruits, or vegetables. Establishing agro food processing units or related units like wine production, juice production, food packaging, and many more. Here we have listed out various rural development programs which were taken during pre-independence period, like Sri Niketan project, Gandhian approach in rural development, Gandhian experiment in rural deconstruction, Gurgaon project, Sevagram Yojana, Martham Dam project, rural reconstruction movement, Grow More Food campaign, Indian Village Upliftment Service Scheme, and Frika Development Project. Some post-early independence program for rural development like Nilokheri Project, Frika Development Project, Etawah Pilot Project, Grow More Food Campaign, Sarvodaya Program, Japanese Method of Paddy Cultivation Introduction in India, Training cum Development Programs, Community Development Program, National Extensive Services, and Community Development Block or Intensive Development Blocks, and introduction of Panchayati Raj system in 1959. After 1960, there were various intensive agriculture and rural development schemes were initiated. Like first one, intensive agriculture district programs in 1960, and further in 1961 again intensive agriculture district program was expanded. Third, applied nutrition program, intensive agriculture area program, integrated agriculture area program, national demonstration project, farmers training and educational programs, farmers training centers, multiple crop program schemes, high yielding variety program, training and visit programs, drought prone area program, dry farming area program, a small farmers development agency was initiated, marginal farmers development agency, drought prone area program again in 1970-71, integrated cotton development programs, whole village development program, a small farmers development agency, and marginal farmers and agriculture labor agency. So these are the various schemes which were taken place. Next one, tribal area development programs, minimum need program, training and visit systems. Krishi Vigyan Kendra was started in 1974. Integrated Tribal Development Program, Integrated Child Development Service Scheme, Tribal Development Block, Command Area Development Program, Integrated Rural Development Program, Social Forestry Scheme, Food for Work Program, National Agriculture Research Project, Integrated Rural Development Program, IRDP, Training of Rural Youths for Self-Employment Scheme, TRISEM, National Rural Employment Program, District Rural Development Agency, National Rural Employment Program, Rural Landless Employment Guarantee Program, Development of Women and Children in Rural Areas, National Agriculture Extension Projects. Other various rural development and agriculture development programs were introduced like Rural Sanitation Program, National Watershed Development Project, Jawahar Rozgar Yojana, Million Well Scheme, Swर्ण Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana, National Water Development Project for Rain-fed areas, Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, National Maternity Benefit Scheme, National Old Age Pension Scheme, Mid-day Meal Scheme for schools, National Agricultural Technology Project, Agricultural Technology Management Agency, अन्नपूर्णा योजना, प्रधानमंत्री ग्रामीण सड़क योजना, प्रधानमंत्री ग्रामोदय योजना, संपूर्ण ग्रामीण रोजगार योजना, किसान कॉल सेंटर्स वर स्टार्टेड इन 2004, नेशनल एग्रीकल्चर इनोवेशन प्रोजेक्ट, भारत निर्माण, नेशनल रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट गारंटी एक्ट नरेगा was introduced in 2005. Later from 2009, the act is known as मनरेगा, महात्मा गांधी नेशनल रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट गारंटी एक्ट. Further programs for rural developments are National Initiative on Climate Resilient Agriculture, National Rural Livelihood Mission, रोशनी स्किल डेवलपमेंट स्कीम फॉर ट्राइबल्स, प्रधानमंत्री जन धन योजना, दीनदयाल उपाध्याय ग्रामीण कौशल योजना, स्वच्छ भारत मिशन, प्रधानमंत्री ग्रामीण आवास योजना, स्टार्टअप विलेज इंटरप्रेन्योरशिप प्रोग्राम, द प्रधानमंत्री उज्ज्वला योजना, प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण योजना, प्राइम मिनिस्टर जन आरोग्य योजना, प्रधानमंत्री श्रमयोगी मानधन योजना, वन नेशन वन राशन कार्ड स्कीम, गरीब कल्याण रोजगार अभियान, and Sahakar Mitra scheme. So there were various programs which were initiated by the government for the development of agriculture and rural development as well. To get the broad details about government schemes on rural development, please visit my YouTube channel video Rural Development Government Schemes, which was published on 23rd September. So this presentation was all about rural development in India. Hope this will be useful to all of you. Thank you very much. Here I have given my YouTube channel details, Journey with Vijay Kumar Srivastava. Having request, please visit the channel, subscribe it and provide your kind and valuable feedback for further improvements. Thank you.